And so, just very quickly, I was dropping my son off to school, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, about, his schedule, my schedule, my job, medical conditions, and things of that nature. And I'm saying to myself, you know, respectfully speaking, there are a lot of people who really don't understand what a single mother has to go through. It's not the end of the world or nothing like that. I'm not saying that, but it is tough. And when I tell you guys it is tough, I legitimately mean it is tough. And I I now have a better outlook on dating and wanting to be with someone and things of that nature. Like I think today it kind of just reality check, for me. And I'm I'm right. I do believe that me and my son are going to be fine. I most definitely do believe that. um, because it kind of just boiled down to his schedule with how he has school, Monday through Friday, and he has to study every day, and then he has taekwondo Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. To me, changing my schedule, so it is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. And I think today it just, for me personally, today it just for some reason hit different. I don't know why, but today it hit different for me today. It did. And I promise you, I don't know why, but today it just hit different for me. Um, and like I tell you guys all the time, if I have to sacrifice my happiness because of me being a single mother, so be it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Today it just I think I think that for me after my shower, I felt better. Um, I was talking to my son in the car, and I'm thinking to myself like, he's getting older, and so it's not going to be like this forever. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I am getting older myself, so it's not going to be like this, forever. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, if you don't have any kids, or if you have your family with your kids, enjoy it. Just enjoy it the best that you can. Try your best to just make something work and be happy. You don't want to be a single parent and you are like, damn, I wish I had that foundation. I wish I had that family. You don't want to you don't want to be a me right now, wanting a family foundation and wanting that stability. And I love being a mother. Yeah. And it just kind of hit today. I don't know why, but it did. And do I wish that I could have saved my relationship? In a sense, I feel like everything happens for a reason. I wish everybody nothing but the best. And to say that, I say no, because it just wasn't going to work. And I had to understand that, and I had to respect that, and I had to just accept it and let it go. And I'm so thankful that I was able to, and I didn't try to, you know, interrupt anybody's life or neglect anybody's life or be disrespectful or rude or ignorant. I just, I let it go. You know what I'm saying? Some people might say, "Oh, well, letting go for you may be easier." but it may be harder for some other people. That and that much is very, very, very true. Very true. Chuck, I'm gonna need you to speed it up just a little bit more so I can get over it. Thank you, boo. Right? So I'm happy with being a mother. I'm happy with having my child. And but being in a relationship, baby, baby. So I think that well, I don't think, but I know that I can't sit up here and want I can want something, right? And whatever you want, I will always say, go for it. But for me right now, I think that me trying to be in a relationship would be difficult because again, I timing. Timing for me would be just I wouldn't have it. So if you can, for the sake of not only your kids, but for yourself and for your family, make it work. I would definitely say make it work for just for you guys' happiness. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Being in a relationship is not easy, but it doesn't have to be hard either. And again, it does depend on the person pertaining to they want to communicate with you because sometimes people shut down. It was this dude that I knew, and he was shut down. And he wouldn't text me for like months at a time, right? And then he was strategically texting me, and I'm like, "What's up?" And I do recall him saying one time he was like, "I was just going through something, so I needed space." I get that. I definitely do get that. But for me, it started to bother me when he started to do it more strategically. And I said, "Okay, this is becoming a pattern. Like you go through something, you leave, you come back, you leave, you come back." I was like, I can't have you in and out of my life like that because I don't want that. I don't want that It's I personally I would like consistently. You know what I'm saying? So not being able to have that with him, I was like, I genuinely wish you well, but I can't. You got to get yourself together. And you know, it like I used to say, if when you need me, I'm here. But I can't just be your pillow and then you not be my pillow. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I can't just lean on you. Well, I'm sorry, but you can't just lean on me, but I can't lean on you. It has to go both ways. He for some reason didn't have that understanding. And I genuinely wish him nothing but the best, of course, like 100%. I know I've never been and never will be. So to say that, just make sure you are careful with who you have a child with, and make sure that you guys have that communication, that understanding, that bond, that chemistry. Just make sure that everything is there. You know what I'm saying? Because you just, you never know. They say you you can lay next to a person for years, but still never know them because some people take things to the grave. And there are just some things that you just will never know about somebody. Hell, I'm not gonna tell somebody everything about myself. You ain't finna get me around on myself. Like, no, I would tell you what I can and what I feel comfortable with. Other than that, babe, you ain't finna know a damn thing. Okay? And I always say, as long as it doesn't affect you or your family or your life or your occupation or physically, mentally, spiritually, as long as it doesn't affect you or me or the kids or whatever, you don't need to know. So so, y'all remember when I passed my exit? Oh, that thing hella funny. I'm not even gonna hold you this morning. I was thinking about calling out of work because I was just like that tired. So I felt I just needed to get some more sleep. So I was saying in my head, yo, just call out, just call out. But of course, y'all know I don't never call out of work ever unless it's pertaining to my son. But other than that, baby, this girl was about to be knocked to the out because I felt like I was tired. But when I woke up, after I took, because I had a facial and I shaved, in certain areas and things like that, I felt better. Like I felt better. I felt more awake. I felt more energetic. And Even if my second job was to call me today, I'm definitely not going in because I need a break. Because I gotta work both jobs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I work both jobs Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday I work my second job, but I work it at night, and I don't only do Saturday nights anymore because I always work a Saturday night. I never have a Saturday night for myself unless I request it off. So I tell you guys before, I'm trying to change my schedule. I'm trying to do Monday on, Monday off. I'm trying to go in Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 5 to 9, no later, because I don't want to close anymore because it my my time for me to go to bed. And on Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'm trying to do 1 to 5. I don't want to do